There are several ways to access the cargo area in the Audi A8, but the hands-free trunk release is by far the most convenient, especially when your hands are full. Although the trunk can be opened manually by pressing the micro switch under the lip above the license plate, a simple motion of your foot under the bumper is a more elegant solution. With the vehicle locked and the key fob in your possession, simply swing your foot forward and back under the center of the rear bumper. The taillights will flash and the trunk will automatically open, allowing you to load cargo without having to set it down first. To close the trunk, simply press either button on the lower edge of the trunk. The close and lock button will close the trunk as well as lock all doors, as long as the key is not in the car. If the deck lid encounters any resistance while closing, it will reverse direction and open again. However, once the trunk engages the latch, it will not reverse if it encounters resistance, so do not attempt to grab the edge of the trunk as it's closing. You can also close the trunk by pressing the trunk button on the key fob and holding the button down until it closes completely. With the ease of hands-free opening and power closing, hands stay clean and there's no smudges on the finish. One more way the Audi A8 makes life slightly more charming.
With comfort access, the tailgate can be opened and closed hands-free. With the key fob anywhere on your person, simply step behind the vehicle, in the center, and about an arm's length away, and extend your foot under the center of the rear bumper using a controlled punting or kicking motion, and then pull it back. The tailgate will then open regardless of whether it was previously locked or unlocked. Two sensors located in the middle of the rear area are used to detect foot movement. In this movement, the leg must pass through the range of both sensors. Making adjustments to the height and distance of your kick will help improve results depending on your vehicle or the height of the bumper. For example, X models have a higher bumper clearance than a 3 Series. For all X models, you will need a higher punting or kicking motion as compared to a sedan. However, when using this feature, please be sure not to touch the underside of the vehicle, as the exhaust system may be hot. The tailgate can be closed by using the same kicking motion or by pressing this button on the inside of the tailgate.
Hi, I'm Jim from Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to show you how to use hands-free access in your vehicle. Hands-free access lets you open and close your car's trunk without touching the car or your smart key remote. It's an enhancement of the keyless go system that's especially useful when you're carrying packages or shopping bags. A sensor in the rear bumper detects your presence when you've got your smart key with you in your pocket or purse. To open the trunk, stand about a foot behind the center of the car. The engine must be off, and always make sure there's room for the trunk lid to swing open. With one of your feet, make a gentle but quick kicking motion under the center of the bumper without touching it. Be sure to keep your balance, especially if you're standing on a slippery or uneven surface, and don't kick near the exhaust system, which could be hot. You'll hear a warning tone, and the trunk will open. When you're ready to close the trunk, another gentle kick will do it, hands-free. If you need to interrupt the automatic opening or closing, you can do that in a number of ways. Kick again under the center of the bumper. Squeeze the trunk opener handle above the license plate. Press the trunk button on your smart key. Or press the closing button on the underside of the trunk lid, if you have room. One more thing to remember. It is possible to trigger the sensor by setting something on the ground near the bumper, or by wiping the bumper with a cloth or towel, like during a car wash. To prevent this, keep your smart key out of range of the vehicle when doing this. For more information, please see your operator's manual. Remember, there's also an on-screen digital operator's manual in your command system. If you have further questions, your Mercedes-Benz dealer will be happy to help. Thanks for watching.
The Easy Open trunk on your Passat provides convenient access to the cargo area as well as multiple opening options. To open the trunk using the Easy Open feature, you must have the key fob on you. Then swing your foot forward and back under the center of the rear bumper and the trunk opens automatically. This is especially helpful when you have both hands full. There are multiple other ways to open the trunk on your Passat. You can press and hold the trunk button on the key fob, releasing the trunk lid. Or you can open the trunk by pulling on the trunk release button on the driver's door. After unlocking your Passat using either the lock switch in the door or by pressing the unlock button on the key fob twice, you can open the trunk on your Passat by lightly pressing on the micro switch located under the lip above the license plate. Besides having best-in-class cargo space, the Passat trunk lid provides opening flexibility to ensure easy access in nearly any situation.
The all-new Volvo XC90 comes standard with a new hands-free power tailgate. Designed to make your life easier, you can open this tailgate by simply waving your foot under the left side of the bumper. Because keyless entry is also standard, as long as you have the remote key with you, the XC90 will be ready to be unlocked as you approach it. You don't need to fumble for the remote. When you wave your foot under the bumper, or if your XC90 is equipped with the accessory stainless steel rear skid plate, wave your foot behind the left rear wheel well, and the tailgate opens automatically. And you can close it the same way. The one-piece tailgate offers good weather protection and allows you to easily reach inside the cargo area. You can also program the opening height of the tailgate depending upon your personal preferences. As a safety consideration, the tailgate has sensors that detect when something is in the way when it's opening or closing. You can also stop the opening or closing by pushing the closing button on the edge of the tailgate or any of the opening buttons, on the outside of the tailgate, on the remote control, or inside the car.
The hands-free tailgate function allows it to be opened or closed even when you have your hands full. This function is only available when the vehicle is stopped with the engine switched off, not put into standby with the stop and start function. With your Renault card on you, make an uninterrupted movement with your foot from the back to the front within the detection area. If the vehicle has a tow bar, make this movement in the area to the left of the tow bar. Closing is done in the same way. After a closure command is detected, the tailgate closes after about 3 seconds and an audible bleep is heard. The tailgate can be manually unlocked in an emergency using a lever accessible by removing the cover in the lower center section of the tailgate.
Hands-free. Trying to open the car with your hands full? We've all been there. Thankfully, this everyday problem has come to an end with the best hands-free technology features in the new 𝘚eit Ateca. As soon as you get within 1.5 meters of the vehicle, the car detects your presence thanks to a transmitter in your car's key and allows you to unlock the doors by simply holding the front door handle. This is the 𝘚essi keyless technology, developed to make your everyday life much easier. You can also open the boot without lifting a finger thanks to the virtual pedal. Simply wave your foot under the tailgate and the boot opens automatically. Now that you've got everything in, the only thing you need to do is press the electric tailgate button to close the boot. Jump into the driving seat and get ready to enjoy the ride. When it comes to quality and comfort, it doesn't get better than this. If you never imagined making everyday experiences extraordinary, think again with the new 𝘚eit Ateca. 𝘚eit.
And select models are equipped with the hands-free access feature. It's very convenient to use when both hands are occupied. With the Smart Entry remote in your possession, approach the rear of the vehicle making a kicking motion under the middle of the bumper. There's a sensor under the vehicle that will detect this motion and trigger the power tailgate to open. You can also power the tailgate closed by using the same technique. It's important to use the proper motion to trigger the sensor. Kicking directly upward toward the sensor and quickly withdrawing your foot straight down is most effective. Side-to-side motions may not work. Imagine you're kicking a short field goal, stopping just before you contact the vehicle, and you're likely to be successful. Canadian customers may be concerned about the operation of this feature in snowy conditions or heavy rainfall. While the operation of the hands-free tailgate may be impeded by a buildup of snow on the sensor, tests show that the feature will work properly in most conditions, including harsh Canadian winters. To ensure smooth operation, be sure to periodically clean the sensor and remove any accumulated snow or salt. If you want to add a trailer hitch to a model with the hands-free access feature, it's a great idea to make sure a Honda dealer does the job, because that's who has the know-how and parts to relocate the hands-free sensor. After it's installed, the sensor will be to the right of the hitch as you face the rear of the vehicle. So you'll want to make your kicking motion over there.
For the gesture tailgate to operate, you will need to have your smart key on you, or locate the key within 1.2 meters of the vehicle's rear area. The sensors are located at the rear of the vehicle, on either side behind the bumper's surface. As you approach the rear of your vehicle, perform a smooth kick and return motion in the sensor zone. When the sensors recognize the kick gesture, the tailgate will automatically open. If the kick gesture is not recognized, confirm key location and perform the kick gesture again. To close the tailgate, repeat the kick gesture and the tailgate will automatically close.
Your hands are full, and Buick Envision's hands-free power liftgate brings convenience to your ownership experience. There's no need to put anything on the ground or rummage through your purse or pocket to find your key. A simple kicking motion under Envision's rear bumper opens it. Envision is the perfect vehicle for customers who expect more from their SUV. Here's how this feature works. First, make sure your vehicle's key fob is within 3 feet of the liftgate, like in your pocket or purse. Position yourself behind the vehicle. The hands-free sensor is located just left of the license plate. Then, use a kicking motion in this area to open the liftgate. Make sure you're adequately out of the way when the liftgate opens. Closing the liftgate uses the same kicking motion. It's that easy. Now, should something get in the way when the liftgate is moving, the liftgate will reverse direction automatically. It's a great safety feature. You can even preset a custom height for the liftgate, perfect for low garage ceilings or shorter drivers. Here, I'll show you how. Adjust the liftgate to your desired height, and then press and hold the liftgate button for 3 seconds until the turn signals flash and a chime sounds. This lets you know that your custom height setting is stored. When you want to use your custom settings, make sure the liftgate knob found on the inside of the driver's door is on the 3/4 position. Finally, remember to never force the liftgate open or close. Just let it complete its power cycle. The hands-free power liftgate is yet another intelligent innovation on the Buick Envision.